Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gherkin. I'm a wedding filmmaker from Kansas City, Missouri. I like drinking Dr. Pepper and talking to a camera, and today, that's exactly what we're going to do, because we are going to talk about why having a choice is harder than not. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Let's get into it. I just realized before filming this, I have no cold Dr. Peppers. That's incredibly rude. What I did have, though, is a caffeine-free Coke. I did have that. So that's what we have right now. I don't need cold Dr. Peppers. That's so rude. They just don't have the same oomph, you know? Still delicious, though. Actually, let me just talk about this really quickly. So, caffeine-free Coke actually tastes the exact same as regular Coke, in my opinion. I don't actually taste the difference. Now, Coke Zero and Dr. Pepper Zero, I can taste a difference completely. That shit does not taste like Coke or Dr. Pepper, literally at all. Not in the slightest. This, however, actually tastes like Coke. I've not tried caffeine-free Dr. Pepper because it's so expensive. Look it up. Look it up on Amazon. It's so expensive. That's not a Dr. Pepper, so it doesn't get to be in the video. What are we talking about today? So I was watching a video by Becky and Chris. I was watching one of their, I think it was their series videos. I don't remember which one, if it was heading west or heading east, but it was one of those. I was watching it and they had said something about how whilst they were going on this trip that they did, for those of you who don't know, Becky and Chris, amazing YouTubers, they made a series about them taking their helicopter on a cross-country trip? Cross-countries trip where they just went like camping in their helicopter and landing it in certain spots, camping, whatever. Anyways, amazing series. You should definitely go check them out. But they were talking about how it was so easy to just want to quit because they had a choice. They had a choice to go home. They had a choice to just pack it up and leave. When you are required to do something by somebody else, whether it be a client, whether it be your full-time job, whatever it is, you have to show up. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You have to show up. I mean, you have a choice. You always have a choice. Whatever. You always have free will. Okay, that's not what I mean, though. When you are required to do something and you don't have a choice, it is much harder to want to quit because you literally tell yourself in every way, shape, and form, I can't quit. I can't do this. You have to do this. You have no choice. So you do, and you show up and you do it, and you do the thing, whatever the thing may be. Whether it's, you know, your full-time job or whether it's babysitting your younger sister or what have you, whether it's jury duty, I don't care what it is. If you don't have a choice to do... Motherfucker. Yeah, if somebody can figure out why that keeps happening to me, why my screensaver is not doing the thing, that would be great, because I can't figure it out. Ever since I updated to the new Mac OS, that keeps happening, and it's so frustrating. Anyways, when you don't have a choice to do something, you force yourself to show up and do it. But when you have a choice to do something, it is so much easier to just be like, you know what? I don't have to do this. I'm out of here. Even if it's something that you desperately want to do. For example, my baby boy. Hi, baby. Oh, he's a kitty cat. For example, starting a business. When you start a business, it is entirely up to you. You have the choice to quit. I did. Hi, fun fact. I'm Gherkin and I took a break for 1.5 years from film. I mentioned it a million times on this channel, but back then, back in 2024, I had a choice to quit, and I did. Because it was so much easier to just throw in the towel, pack it all up, and say, I'm done with this, and get out of here. And so that's exactly what I did. I was having a conversation with my boss in our little, like, 1-year meeting or whatever. We were talking about film and how much stuff I'm actually doing outside of work. And I had realized, it clicked in my head, I'm doing so much. I am doing so much stuff outside of here that I can't even wrap my brain around it sometimes. There's so much stuff that I'm doing outside of working a full-time job that it's just mind-boggling how much stuff I'm actually doing. And all of that stuff, most of all of that stuff outside of my full-time job is completely optional. And I'm just doing it because I want to. I'm building a wedding business because I want to. I'm building a YouTube channel because I want to. But I can leave anytime because I have a choice. And so that's the point of this Sunday ramble. Having a choice to quit is so much easier than not having the choice to quit. But when you have a choice to quit, oftentimes those are the most rewarding things when you don't. When you have the option to quit, every single hard moment becomes a negotiation with yourself. It's not, can I make it through this? It's, do I want to make it through this? Do I really want to put myself through the trials and tribulations of posting a video with no views? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it at the end of the day? For something that may or may not work out? Because that's pretty much anytime that you are not required to do something, you have absolutely no guarantee that it's going to work out in the way that you want it to. Now, granted, that's with everything in life, even the stuff that you're required to do. It might not work out the way that you want it to. But with stuff specifically that you have the option to just bolt from, there's no guarantee that you're going to be successful. There's no guarantee that it's going to work out exactly the way that you want. And so that thought constantly creeps in the back of your mind of, well, is there a point to doing this if there's no guarantee it's going to work? I have realized, however, that the stuff that you have the choice to quit from is oftentimes the most rewarding if you don't. For example, building a business. I'm going to use this a lot because, hey, hi, could you guess? I'm building a business. Building a business is incredibly rewarding. Sometimes even no matter how successful you are, or at least how successful you are on paper, but that's a whole nother Sunday ramble. Building a business is so rewarding because when your version of success happens, when your success happens, it's through the roof. It is a high you've never felt before. And it's amazing. It is an absolutely amazing feeling. I got one of my wedding films, a proposal film, a wedding film, and a newborn video. I premiered that shit in a theater 2 years ago. I mean, that was crazy. That was one of the craziest moments of my entire life. And I did it for 3 people. I did it for 3 people because I could, because I wanted to. And it was amazing. And so if I would have quit all those years ago when I thought that I was done for good in 2022, I never would have gotten to premiere that in 2023. And honestly, I don't even really know who this is for. I guess this is for anybody who has a creative side or has something that they've always wanted to do. You have a passion for something and you're going through the hard time right now and you're like, I don't need to do this. I don't have to do this. I got a full-time job. I'm fine. I could just sit there in my little bubble and work like that for the rest of my life. But here's the thing. You're going to have that feeling for the rest of your life. That feeling that you feel of letting yourself down, you're going to feel that for the rest of your life, because I felt it for 1.5 years while I was gone. That entire 1.5 years that I was gone, I was miserable. I did not know what to do with myself because I fully felt like I betrayed myself as a human being by not being in film. And so now here I am, and I am back. Hello. As always, you can take the Sunday rambles with a grain of salt. That's kind of what we do here. I just sit here and I talk to a camera and ramble for 15 minutes about life shit. But if you are in that lull period right now, if you are in that period, it's beautiful. It's a doggy. It's a doggy. Hi, honey. If you are in that point of your creative business, of your passion project, whatever it may be, or of even pursuing your passion, if you are in that point of, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, what if you just try? What if you just try for another week, another month, another 6 months, another year? And then if it's really not what you want to do, then pack it up and go home. Because that's what I did. I asked myself for a long time, is this really not what we want to do? Are we really willing to give this up? And I was back then. Back in April of 2024, I was willing to give it up. I'm not anymore. So for now, I'm asking you to try. Me, Gherkin. I'm asking you to try for just a little while longer. And then we can revisit. All right. Oh, you fuck! That's it for this Sunday ramble. I'm gonna go film some more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If helped you out, like, leave a like on the video, comment down below if you want to see any more Sunday rambles from me. If you have any ideas for a future one, let me know. That was such a terrible ending. We're gonna redo that. Okay, that's all I got for this video. I am going to leave it right here. I feel like such a dumb YouTuber. God, can we just end the video? All right, that's all I got. Goodbye. No. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like on the video if you want to. Subscribe if you want to, if the spirit is moving you to do so. Comment down below for any future Sunday Ramble ideas that you may have and let me know your thoughts about the video. I'm going to go film another one of these. Actually, I'm going to film a lot more of these. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. Bye. Yeet.